Hello there, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy II. In the last episode, we were debriefed by, or briefed in at least by Hilda, I think? Is that Queen Hilda? I'm not too entirely sure. And also, we spent the lion's share of the last episode just talking about to these old sage blokes about tutorials. And man, I think I've had enough tutorials to last me a lifetime. I'm sure we'll have to work out the kinks in our knowledge at some point, but for now, I think let's explore more of this Rebel headquarters, it looks like. At least I presume that's what this is. Rebel base. This is the King's bedchamber. Okay, so this is where the King was. He wasn't captured. His Majesty was grievously wounded in the flight from Fim. He's been resting here for some time now. Okay, well, I hope you get better, Your Majesty. Why? Yeah, like I was wearing his crown in bed. An arrow struck me in the back during the battle, leaving me in this state. At least it wasn't in your knee. Perhaps I really have grown old. My daughter Hilda, okay, she's the princess, now serves as regent. You should speak to her. I like how the king also doesn't have a name. He's just the king. Okay, and is there anything else we can do in here? Oh, you rest up, my friend. For the sake of the rebels, I hope you can get back on your feet, because we would like to take revenge against the Emperor. But I have a feeling that's going to be no small task. You're in the rebel hideout in the town of Altair. Okay, Altair is where this is. They did mention that in the intro. Okay, so let's see, who do we have here? Gordon, the Prince of Kashuan. Kashuan? He's hiding out here in Altair. I don't know what happened, but something has made him lose his faith in himself. Kashuan? Who was that again? Gordon. Princess Hilda fled here when Finn was sacked. She's doing a remarkable job of leading the rebel army whilst His Majesty recovers. Yeah, she seems to be taking the lead. Something that we have indeed noticed ourselves. Along with Minwu, who is presumably her court wizard. And we got a potion. Yeah, the chests look a bit different in this game. They seem to be... ones in the last game were blue, I think? Or maybe they were coloured, so I can't remember. Oh, that's the map button. I'm surprised I haven't pressed that yet. Yeah, so we have a singular potion. One of many. First of many, I'm sure. Okay, so... anything else? No, it just looks like this is where the soldiers sleep. We've got some assorted weapons. But other than that, I think there's not much else to do. But yes, let's head out into Altair. And it looks like there's plenty of people here. I'm Paul, the greatest thief in the world. They've yet to invent the loot I can't burgle or steal. The Imperial coffers have kept my purse fat with gil lately. Paul the thief. It's not what I'd call a thief in this game, but sure. Learn. Yeah, we can't learn anything, but can we use the Wild Rose term? I wonder if there would be like a thing where if you use a certain keyword, then it will be like considered as negative by someone, so like using the Wild Rose term to, I don't know, Imperial people considered like, what would you call it? Like it would mark us as the enemy, so you don't want to do that. I don't know if that would be the case, but here at least, I think there's no harm in using it. I never steal from the rebels, so you could be sure of that. My home was in Finn too. I can't even go home now that the Empire has occupied the city. Yeah, maybe you can steal from them. Don't steal from around here though. Yeah, we can't learn anything. Oh, so we've met Paul the Thief. This is the town of Altair. The Imperial forces haven't been deployed this far out yet. I suppose it's only a matter of time though, yeah. That's the fate of the problem of war, I suppose. It's only a matter of time before they get to you, and everything you know can be destroyed in an instant. So I suppose us four main characters have suffered that firsthand. And it looks like the style of shops in the last game is still around, so this looks to be the armor shop. How much money do we have? Only 400. Okay, so can we buy anything? Let's have a look. Okay, so leather cap is good for everyone. Good to know. And leather gloves are. Do you think it's worth it? Probably, to be fair. Can't hurt. Well, I mean, it's not the cheapest. You know what? Let's have a look at the other shops first. And let's talk to you. Tabul, our fellow over in the weapon shop, is one fine blacksmith. I mean the fellow, not our fellow. Man, I still can't read. I think something's been bothering him lately, though. Oh? What's on your mind, chap? What would you want with me? I'm just an old man. I mean, there's plenty of old men in this town, man. Do I know that already? Maybe we can ask, can we talk to you about the rebels? The Giza Act is just a cover. My name's Tubul, and I'm the best armed blacksmith in the rebel army. Okay, so he was just faking it. I see that he's got the poker face down at least. Yeah, we can't learn anything from him. The fact that this learn option is always available, it's always going to be a little bit off-putting because it's making me think I need to press it all the time. I guess I don't though. Can we buy any weapons though? We can. But even the knife's better than the broadsword? Really now? So the knife gives you +3 attack and accuracy and evasion. What does the regular broadsword do? That gives you... Why is it considered an upgrade then? A little bit weird. Javelin. Yeah, why is that considered an upgrade? Oh wait. Stock. And it said they have 2 broadswords. Does that mean the amount that we could buy is 2, or is that the amount we have? I'm a little bit confused. So no, we only have 1 broadsword? A little bit confused. So you have the axe, right? Yeah, 10 attack, 55 accuracy, evasion 2. I suppose, yeah, it's an upgrade in the sense that it gives you more accuracy. That was good for attack though. We have a buckler. Increases defense. Yeah, and Maria can't have the Maria can't have the shield because she's got the bow, which requires both hands. Guy, no, let's give the... Can we give him the shield? No. Oh, never mind. He can have the axe, and then we give him the buckler in the left. Yeah, that would lower his attack. Okay, so if he just has the axe, then he gets more attack. But if he adds the shield, his attack goes down, but his evasion and defense increase. Or is that a trade-off you want to make there? Got low evasion as it is. And we've got a buckler already. Should we just keep him with the two-handed axe? Yeah, let's do that for now. If it gets to be a problem, then we can think about that. Okay, let me have a look at the weapons again. Staff. Probably read as an increase or an improvement, upgrade, whatever you want to call it, because it improves the accuracy. I'm satisfied with what we've got for now, though. Oh, it's going to take a little bit of time to truly understand what everything means. And we've got the white magic shop over there. I recognise that symbol. Cure tome. Who do we really want? Do we want to dedicate? Do we need a dedicated magic person? We don't have much money. Cure tome. We can take the cure tome at least. I feel like that's probably going to be useful, in the very least. I'm a big fan of healing magic. In anything, really, be it in video games or D&D. I like being a healer, so it appeals to me. Paul's a skilled thief, but don't you worry, you can trust him. He only steals from the Imperials. Okay, so he's a good thief, like the Sky Pirates in Skies of Arcadia. I'd love to play that game actually. I'd love to record that game. Maybe I will do someday. I'd need to get an emulator though for the GameCube to play that. Oh, and this is the Sanctuary. Man, they've really improved the look of this, haven't they? And they've got the Final Fantasy theme as well. That's quite nice. Yeah, we don't need to use that. Yeah, they had an upgrade in terms of the graphics. It looks like, at least. Yeah, we haven't talked to you yet, have we? Oh, this is Gordon. My name is Gordon. I was once Prince of Cashwan, but now I'm nothing but a coward. And my brother Scott fell in battle. Hey, Scott! If you're watching, my friend. I've abandoned my kingdom and fled here. I don't know if you're watching, Scott. Hello. One of my friends. Just a shout out to him. Can we say Wild Rose to you? So you've asked to take up arms in the struggle? So I'm so afraid Hilda will turn me away that I haven't even asked her. I've been stalling here. I'm just a spineless coward. Go ahead, laugh. I deserve it. I'm not gonna laugh at you. We've been in a similar situation. There's no shame in it. You gotta go through the fear before you can be brave. Yeah, good luck with joining the rebels. But I think we've got more town to explore. What is this place though? General store? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. And you can buy high potions straight off the bat. Let's buy... Oh, is it worth buying? You can buy 3 potions. 2 potions? Buy 3. Oh, I don't know if it's worth it or not. But I feel like it can't hurt. Ross. Mallet. How would a mallet help? Cure amnesia. You just whack him on the head. Cures the toad status, the Maiden's Kiss. Man, there's a lot of new things being introduced here, but we are familiar with the Golden Needle. Maiden's toad status. That's gonna be weird, encountering that. Okay, and what about you? You have the Phoenix Downs. This is like the magic supplies, looks like. Yeah, we're familiar with them. The cottages. Looks like they've got rid of... Is there no tent? There used to be a tent option. But maybe it's just cottages now. Phoenix Downs, I'd love to be able to get some of those. But, and the elixirs are 50 grand. My goodness. Well, we don't have any use for those just yet. I think there's one last building. What is this? Is this the inn? Oh no, that's where we've already been there. My memory is being lost at a very fast rate. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Kind of went out of the town. Eek. Yeah, let's head back in there for now. Yeah, let's not jump the gun. Okay, so we've been in here. We've been in the weapon shop, haven't we? Yeah. Let's not bother with that for now, but I think we will purchase some better equipment. We could buy leather gloves for everyone. Yeah, that's cheaper than leather caps. We'll buy 3 of them. Oh, I mean to do that. So let's equip those fast. And everyone can get a pair of those. Okay, so how much money we have left? We have 120. That's not enough to buy. It's not enough to buy 3 helms. But I think it's probably worth it to get 2 at least. We can give that to Maria, because she seems to... I imagine she's going to be probably the least bulky of our party members. So she can get one of them, and let's give one to Firion as well. Okay, so we're pretty kitted out now, all things considered. And yeah, let's head out into the wide world. Where do we have to go again? We need to go get Leon, don't we? Because he's still captured. Maybe I kind of forgot. What we need to do. I think we have. I don't think we've been in here though. No, we haven't. This is the end, isn't it? Yeah, nothing too complicated here. I mean, it doesn't cost anything, so why not? Just take a quick rest before we go and save our friend. Okay, so shall we head out? I feel like that's the thing we have to do. I'll just have a quick sip of tea before we do, though. Okay. I think I've spent enough time faffing around. We actually got to do something now. Let's hope that the encounter rate isn't as crazy as the last one. But I'm sure it'll be a little bit crazy. Let's check the map actually. I love a good map. Alright, we're here. At least the geography actually looks more reasonable than the last game. It actually doesn't look like a mess. Alright, so we have to head up this way, presumably. Well, it looks like the only way we can go for now. Hornets. Okay, so our first proper enemies. Oh no, hang on. Why is... I thought Maria's supposed to be at the back, but why is Guy at the back as well? Suppose all we can do is basic attacks for now. Wait. I can attack myself? Why would I want to attack my friends? Let's not think about that. So, oh no, it's only like that. No, wait. I'm a little bit confused. Why is Guy at the back? Is he at the back? I don't actually know. I don't think so. I don't think I've done anything with him. Anyway, let's not think about this for now. Yeah, we have potion cure time. Let's have him attack that one. Wait, did she just try and hit the enemy with the bow? Oh, and she's poisoned. Great. Wasn't expecting that. She's gonna just try and hit them with a melee attack with her bow. That's weird. If that's true. Oh no, she does have arrows. Okay, that's a little bit strange. But we get the fanfare that we're all familiar with. Okay, that's just telling us the amount of gil we got from each enemy, presumably. Okay, this is still got a lot to learn. Yeah, it says that she's at the back. So yeah, I was right. And you know what? Let's have a proper save. I don't have one of them yet. Is Maria still poisoned though? That's the question. No? I guess suppose maybe. What was that? That was the airship, wasn't it? I thought I was hallucinating there for a minute, but I think that is an airship. Okay, so Maria's not poisoned. I guess that doesn't carry over into the overworld like it does in the previous game. Okay, but we have to keep making our way up. Man, these enemies though, they do not have friendly names. Leg Eater? That doesn't sound Sound very good. Maybe we should all focus on one of them. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, she tried to attack with the with her bow. Unless that's just what happens when you miss. I'm not too entirely sure. Okay, we're just gonna keep attacking. Oh, well that was easy as pie. Okay, so Firion got our shield and sword and shield level up. We got a bow skill level up. And Guy got an axe level up. Okay, I'm not unhappy with that. Oh, that seems pretty easy for now. Although I am taking my sweet ass time, aren't I? What is everyone's health like? Maria's taking a little bit. We can't go up this way, can we? Can we go in the woods? We can. Okay, that makes... I thought it'd just be a barrier. And I guess not. Where do we even need to go? Can't actually remember. I think this is the only way we can go though, really. Yeah, there's the airship again. And these guys. Let's try attacking each one individually. Yeah, so that's going to do that one in. Oh, yes, okay. So, they have less than 7 HP. Good to know. Yeah, so we have to go this way maybe? Or can we go around there? No. I doubt we can get around there. Goblins. Okay, so they look a bit different from in the other game, previous game. Let's do the same thing this time. I'm contemplating who I should give the cure tome to, if anyone. Maybe Maria? I'm not entirely sure, because they all seem to be dedicated fighters. Maybe Leon will be a more magical-oriented person. At least, I don't know. Maybe it's all up to you. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, there's Altair. We're heading back down towards Altair now, aren't we? Yeah, maybe that we should consider this just a practice run. We can head back to Altair and just get a top up on health for Maria. And we can auto attack as well, just like in the last game. Good to know. And got a strength increase for Maria. Don't know why. Maybe it's because she's been using the bow. She hasn't really been attacking with a melee weapon. Yeah, I'm a little bit disoriented still in certain aspects of this game, but I'm sure it will become clear as we progress. Let's get a free heal. Oh, it's gonna cost more now, great. Sure. Okay, so now we can get a proper move on. You know that Leon's been captured, but still a little bit unsure where we need to go for that. I think they mentioned it, I just can't remember. Oh, he's been poisoned though. Nicely done, guy. Okay, looks like the poison doesn't do too much, so can't be that bad. Yes, let's should be this way, presumably. Only one goblin, easy. Okay, good. Right, so this is the bridge we crossed. Don't think we can get across these rivers though without a canoe. No. That could be a problem. Could be a problem. That's a really nice animation though for the bow. Rather satisfying to watch. Okay, so well, that's done, but I think we can go up this way. What is this though? There's a little house? Maybe is this the house we saw in the cutscene? Yeah, Katrea, they did mention this place. Yeah, I think this must be where Leon is. This is the village of Katrea. Finn is just over there across the lake, see? mean, I can't see from here because we're in a RPG overworld map. Or not overworld map. Town map. Yeah, I can't really see from here. Yeah, let's see what we can learn from these townsfolk. The Imperial forces have captured Castle Finn. The gates are drawn and no one can enter. And with Imperial troops and monsters roaming the streets, the city isn't any better off. Yeah, what kind of empire would ally itself with monsters? No, not a virtuous one, I can assure that. There's a pub just on the outskirts of Finn. Yeah, let's go to the pub. When the Empire invaded, the barkeep didn't make it out in time. They say he's still working there, pouring drinks for the Imperials. That can't be fun. Pouring drinks for people you hate. Must be a bit humiliating. Oh, this is the Sanctuary. Don't know anyone to revive, thankfully. And yeah, this looks like the same sprite for NPCs as in a female sprite NPC from the previous game. Gotreya and Altair haven't fallen into the clutches of the Empire yet. But once the Dreadnought is complete, nothing will be able to stop the Empire. Dreadnought? If I had to guess, that's something like a floating airship? Like a massive floating airship? It sounds like the kind of thing that would be named given a name like that. And this is an armor shop. They sell the same stuff as in Altair though. Nothing. Oh no, can we buy one? We buy a helmet for Guy. Yes, we have plenty of money now. Well, relatively speaking. Let's get a leather cap for Guy. Okay, now everyone has a hat. Beautiful. And yeah, the well. Does the well say the same thing as the last game? No, it doesn't say anything. Alright, keep your secrets. Right, so weapon shop. You sell the same stuff? Yeah. I'm content with what we got for now. We don't need to mess around with that for now. And this is the inn, yeah. The price increase, maybe? Yeah, I wonder if it's one of those places where each time you use the inn, the price increases a little bit up to a certain point, where it's just like a permanently high price. So let's try and not use the inn if we can help it. Yeah, and the item shop, probably going to sell the same goods. Yeah, looks like it. Could buy a couple more potions though. Yeah, in fact, let's do that. We can splash out on a few more. And you know what? Let's get a couple of antidotes as well. Could come in handy. Yeah, but what did we... Hilda mentioned Gotreya. Did they I can't remember if... She mentioned it in relation to Leon. Just can't remember. Did she mention that it would be on the way? Because I think we've thoroughly explored it at this point. Maybe we should just continue moving on. Oh, after we fight some more goblins. Okay, so yeah, let's do the divide and conquer strategy again. Oh, but they ran away. Alright. At least it doesn't do what happens in Earthbound Zero, and you just, if they're no longer there, nothing happens. At least they redirect your attacks onto different enemies if they're not there. Okay, we got some more money, good. But you know, in fact, what we're going to do is we're going to stay here for now, because I think we're coming up on the end of the episode. And I think we can, why not? Let's stay stay another night. Yeah, let's have a rest up. I know I said we probably should, but I feel like it's a pretty good place to end this episode in the inn. So yes, I think we'll leave it here for now and continue our quest to find Leon in the next episode. Man, it feels like I haven't really been made much progress in this episode. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I'm gonna try and keep it a little bit casual and go at my own pace. And because it's one of those games where I think it's gonna take me a while to kind of like get the hang of it, if you know what I mean. Even though a lot of the information and mechanics are carried over, there's a lot of new stuff that I kind of want to ease into. But yes, in any case, we'll continue our quest in the next episode, and I hope to see you then. Thank you very much for watching.